what the heck is happening in my life? It's all falling apart. I was just a 16-year-old, dumb, didn't know anything, and even now I still have no idea what I'm doing. But I remember the day that I was eating breakfast in Canada, and in Hong Kong, which is where my mom is, she called me at 3 a.m. And I was like, why is my mom calling me at 3 a.m.? And she told me, Jake, there's something I need to tell you. And basically, I was supposed to go overseas to the United States of America about 1 month or 2 months ago from today. And that was my dream for a very long time, years even. But the week that we were supposed to confirm that trip that I was going, we couldn't afford it. And that really hit me. Because then now, I might be a high school dropout because I was going to high school in the United States. And where I live right now, which I'm not telling you because some of you stalk me. You probably already know though. I already logged out of my school. Like, I already said goodbye to everyone. I'm leaving. Like, goodbye. They had a farewell party for me. Everyone, like, man, some people cried. It was crazy. And now I'm like, I have nowhere to go. What is my future going to be like? I'm just a high school dropout now. Like, I'm in my future, bro. My future. It's all down the drain. What am I going to do? And in that moment, as I was in Canada for a kind of summer vacation thing, man, the amount of uncertainty I felt. My world was falling apart around me. I'm not going to be a high school dropout. Jake Yu Jun with I had 5,000 subscribers at the time. Like, Jake Yu Jun become a high school dropout and now he's just doing YouTube or whatever. I don't know what I was going to do. No career path, nothing. I had no idea. In that moment, that entire summer, right? I didn't know what high school I was going to go to, if I was even going to be able to go to uni. And in that moment, that entire summer, I was forced to learn that I have to take everything day by day. And I really had to humble myself because the amount of sleepless nights that I've had envisioning myself finally moving to the States, the amount of times I've envisioned myself meeting the people that are going to my new school, what my room would look like, what my roommates would be like, it didn't happen. All the sleepless nights were, projecting the future that never was going to exist? And I'm not saying it's not good to think about the future. I'm saying don't think about the future at the sacrifice of the present. Because the moment you do, you lose everything. Because I realized how much I sacrificed. Like, how much time, how much energy, emotional investment I invested into the future for it to just not happen. Because it's just a figment of your imagination. It might as well be like you're asleep all day, just dreaming, right? We call it daydreaming for a reason. But that's what we do so many times. And this doesn't help. The social media, the pressure, I feel like growing up today, I don't want to sound like a spoiled kid because I really am a spoiled kid. I have everything. I go to like a good school. I have a laptop in my laps right now and a phone to record this on. I don't want to sound spoiled, but I can't help it. I am spoiled. To be able to say that, I felt like my world was ending and that I was going to die. I was going to die, like, because I didn't have a high school to go to. But there's people in the world with so many more problems. Anyway, back to the point. I had to take every single day by day, minute by minute, step by step, because the moment I thought about the future, my mind would break. We looked in schools in Canada, Australia, the UK, freaking China. I almost got homeschooled. Oh my gosh, bro, it's crazy. And just to not know. I'm always a person that wants the answers. Like, if I feel uncertain about something, something is wrong, everything is wrong, everything is falling apart. It's not true. It's normal. The only thing that is certain in life is the uncertainty. And I was not comfortable with the uncertainty at all. But this summer, I had to be forced to be intimate with the uncertainty. So, here's the life lesson. If you're afraid of the uncertainty, good. Everyone is. But the moment that you learn to face the monster, right? The moment that because this was my worst fear. It was like a mild possibility, but I never really considered it until it happened. This was my worst fear. And the moment that you look the monster in the eyes is the moment that you realize it's not as scary as you thought it was. Whatever you're afraid of, losing someone, losing something, not being able to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's terrifying. Yes, it keeps you up at night. But the moment you actually face it, I don't know why we work like this, but the moment you face the monster, somehow something just gives you the courage to face it. Because in that moment, yes, I was terrified. Yes, more sleepless nights, just for a different reason. Because, man, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm driving this point home. You have to live in the present moment because it's really all that exists. Because the moment you sacrifice that for the past, the future, that's not your life. That's a projection of your life. That's what you think your life might be or was or could have been. It is not your actual life. You're just... Right? Look at the trees, bro. Look at the trees here. Do you think they worry about the future or the past? No. Learn from the trees. You think they have anxiety? You think they have depression? No, but they still flourish when they're provided for. And are we not provided for? You have a phone to watch this on, or whatever you're watching this on. You have food on the table. You know how to speak a language. What the heck, bro? You're blessed. You're blessed. Trust. You're blessed, okay? And if you're not in the present moment to count your blessings, but you're in the past or the future, counting everything you don't have and wish you had, and being owned by your desires like I've been, man, that is not a way that we should be living, right? Look, this is a shark tooth necklace. I actually have no idea what this necklace is. But just before I left, or actually no, the guy, my friend that gave me this necklace, he forgot to give it to me before I supposedly left, but I came back and he gave it to me. He got it from Spain, and he told me to always remember to keep going when I wore this necklace. And it's just a reminder, like, everything happens for a reason, you know? No matter what path in life you take, there are things that you will look back on and be eternally grateful for. Yes, they'll be bad, but they'll also be good. Yes, they'll be ugly and things that you might regret, but there's also going to be insurmountable joy and memories that you've made that you can't possibly take for granted. And you know, a lot of times we take the good things for granted. That is a huge mosquito. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's why my leg is itchy. The things that we take for granted, we're always like, yeah, these things are right. They're supposed to happen. But they're not. Nothing is owed to you. The good is not owed to you. The bad is not owed to you. I'm gonna kill this mosquito. Sorry, vegans. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. It is not a good place to wear shorts in this jungle, bro. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what was I talking about again? You gotta live in the present moment, like that mosquito. If it was thinking about the past while it was biting me, if it was caught up on, oh, I should have said that to him, bro, it would be dead right now. So live in the present moment. Because the trees, the animals, that's what they do. And they don't have freaking anxiety, but you do. And I do. Something's wrong. I've learned about this thing called Wu Wei, which is from like Taoism or something. And it's basically about actionless inaction. It's allowing the flow of everything that happens to just happen, if that makes sense. Like, let's say you have a deadline for school. You have this like video project you need to record and film, and you're like, what? I need to script the video and I need to edit it, and my group mates aren't doing anything, and it's due next week. I'm dead. I'm dying. What you're doing is stressing before you need to. A lot of times we're anxious about things because we're afraid of actually putting in the work, not the actual thing. We're fearing the necessary steps to take toward achieving that rather than the actual thing. Like when you're okay, what are your biggest fears, right? For me, my biggest fears are, should I reveal my biggest fears? Okay, my biggest fears, let's say it's losing my parents. Well, I'm not saying that isn't scary, because it's low-key scary as hell. But the moment that you face it, and you're forced to, you're going to find the courage to face it, because that's what us as humans do, right? Like, and you grow from it too. We often grow when our backs are against the wall. There's this quote that goes, men don't grow until their backs are actually against the wall. So put yourself against the wall more, because eventually life will, regardless of whether you run from it or not. Alright, that's the lesson I wanted to share with you today. If you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. And as always, get after it. Bye.